Leasing usually means driving a new car with lower monthly payments compared to purchasing. However, like with all industries, misconceptions and myths about leasing come around due to misunderstandings, lack of information, and incomplete knowledge of how leasing works. That's why I'm here. I'm Josh, the founder of Motorlet, an independent vehicle leasing broker. I'm here to debunk common myths about upfront costs, flexibility, maintenance, and more. By understanding the realities behind these myths, you'll be better equipped to make an informed decision, navigate the car leasing landscape with confidence, and avoid being stung by bad deals and poor terms. So, myth 1, leasing is more expensive than buying. With almost every lease agreement, it's just not true. The reality is that leasing comes with a lower monthly payment compared to normal purchasing. When you lease, you're essentially paying for the vehicle's depreciation over the lease term, which typically results in lower monthly payments than if you were to finance the entire purchase when buying. Myth 2, you need a large upfront payment to lease a car. While some leases might involve a large upfront payment, aka an initial rental, it's not always a huge amount. The initial rental can be flexible, and with a lot of leasing companies, you actually decide how much or how little you pay up front. Of course, the more you put down, the less you pay per month, and vice versa, but it doesn't usually affect the overall cost. An initial rental, often referred to as a deposit or advance payment, is the sum of money you pay at the beginning of your lease agreement. However, it's not a down payment in the traditional sense of ownership. Instead, it's a prepayment towards your lease payments. It can be as big or as small as you like, so it's flexible. Myth 3, leasing has no flexibility. Again, it's false. Leasing offers a whole range of customizable options which will cover all sorts of different preferences. While lease terms are initially established, leases have the flexibility to select their mileage allowance, which matches their driving habits, choose a lease duration that suits their needs, and choose exactly what to put down up front. You can extend your lease, swap your car for a new model at the end, request to buy it if you love the car, and increase your mileage mid-term. I'd say it's pretty flexible. Myth 4, you're responsible for all repairs and maintenance. While lessees are responsible for keeping the leased car in good condition, many lease agreements coincide with the manufacturer's warranty period. This means that a significant portion of the repairs might be covered by the warranty if something was to go wrong, which is typically 3 years or longer. Regular maintenance, such as services, oil changes, or tyre rotations, are usually the lessee's responsibility, but major repairs due to manufacturing defects are often covered. Additionally, you might want to include a maintenance package as part of your lease, and they're always worth chatting about and considering. So yeah, leasing doesn't necessarily mean you'll be solely responsible for all the repairs, and the manufacturer warranty can provide valuable peace of mind. You might hear people say you'll be stung at the end of the lease by a huge bill for the condition of your car. So long as you've looked after it, you probably won't. Damage really isn't that bad, and the charges aren't too high if you've caused any. Plus, it's all done properly. Lease companies are regulated by the BVRLA, so they have to follow guidelines with their charges, and you can argue them if you think it's unfair. Myth 5, it's difficult to qualify for a lease car. It's just not true. Car leasing is accessible to a wide range of credit profiles, not just the ones in excellent standing. While good credit can certainly lead to more favourable lease terms, many leasing companies offer options for individuals with varying credit histories. Leasing companies take into account factors beyond just credit score, such as income and financial stability. To be honest, your credit probably isn't as bad as you think it is. You can do a soft search on yourself and see what it looks like, and we can make some suggestions if you want to chat here with our team. There are firms that look at bad credit, although we don't really specialise in that. Myth 6, you can't terminate a lease early. People often assume that once you've signed a lease agreement, you're locked in until the end of the lease term. However, the reality is that while ending a lease early might involve fees and considerations, it's not impossible. Many lease agreements do allow for early termination, but the specifics will vary depending on the leasing company and the terms of your agreement. With a lot of leasing companies, you'll be charged 50% of the remaining lease rentals, so in this instance, if you've got a year left, you'll be charged 6 months. So, if your circumstances change unexpectedly, yes, you have the option to exit your lease early. Car leasing myths can cast uncertainty on what it is, when in reality, it's a versatile and accessible way for people like you and I to drive a brand new car. The truth is, leasing offers flexibility, affordability, and feasibility, which doesn't necessarily come when buying a car outright. It doesn't require massive upfront payments, it doesn't lack flexibility, and it's not unattainable with less than perfect credit. At Motorlet, we want to ensure our customers fully grasp the benefits of car leasing and what it means for them. If you need more help or you've got any questions, get in touch with me or comment below.